Welcome to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and Johnny Red Floyd Stadium, home of the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. And Raider fans have been clamoring to get this one started all week. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the UCLA Bruins taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bruins will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. So Middle Tennessee's return team has put this offense in business for this opening drive. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football. And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls, you play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Hand off from the shotgun. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The ball is right at the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal. They're looking for the first touchdown of the day. Tight end finds a soft spot. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 2nd and goal for the offense. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, MTSU! And they strike first. What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, they get paid. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bruins offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys. Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover. Ball in the air, intercepted! He was looking for running room, but they get him down at the 28, and now they are set up. After watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game. A first down for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long. UCLA, 0. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UCLA will go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Finds a man on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Caden McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses too, throwing it. Got to be able to make good decisions. You got to be able to deliver strikes through the air, and this guy right now is doing just that.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. No huddle here for the offense. To the air, it's Avant. He's got it on the run. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll go to the air. He's got it on the move. Trying to get closer, and they knock it free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out.
And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
It's now second down after the short completion. They'll go to the ground. Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5, ball spotted at the 12. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Between the uprights, it's good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, 2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the tailback. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Henderson. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll leave it with him. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Middle Tennessee on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They're going to throw it again. He's got his man. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to scramble. The throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. 3rd and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Henderson. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got a man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Bruins want to move quickly. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Bruins have their offense in high gear.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They'll run it from the gun. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line.
At the 31, brings up 2nd down.
To the air, it's Avant. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep. Not able to connect there.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Looking to throw for it. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense.
UCLA.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. 3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. Job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they go for it on 4th down, especially during these situations.
Never a doubt. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on it.
And the returner will be brought down. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. If I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. He's going to pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Takes the handoff. It's Henderson. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Gets open down the middle. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. If they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Raider. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Virginia Tech is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Michael Vick out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 5 over Duke. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking downfield, it's Avant. They're trying to get to it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll need about 6 here on second down from the 20. He's looking to throw. Back open in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
He'll try the left side. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Bruins line up to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal.
Picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Comes out throwing on first down. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, UCLA.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Feeling some heat. Got his man downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Bruins racing to the line in a hurry-up.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what we saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't.
And the ball's on the ground. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. And the Bruins are rolling down the field.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Avant. Gets it out quickly.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Quarterback keeps it. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Looking to move it through the air. He looks that one in nicely. Touchdown, Bruins! And here they come, almost all the way back.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
UCLA, 21.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down pass.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
Zings it complete to the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Got it in the middle, it's Henderson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Oh, he dropped it! Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. To fumble that ball away in the red zone, that is just... Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They'll throw it on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Ferguson. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running back goes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. Quarterback will audible. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, UCLA! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Number 6.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with the QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
UCLA, 28.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
That is no fun for that wide receiver, thinking you just ran all the way downfield for that. You're not out here trying to run gassers or get conditioning. You're trying to catch TDs. What's going on?
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Bruins want to crank the tempo. Looking to pass. It's Avant. Lost one deep down the right side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Bruins. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Think about when you hit those guys on the move, man. He's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just to really ease. To get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Offense set on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Tempo and overdrive.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking for a man. It's Avant. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
Trying to find his man on first down. That one comes out hot down the right side. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds us back in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Time to take a shot. Touchdown, MTSU. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And some of these guys
guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
UCLA, 35.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of...
Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Bulls his way forward. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this...
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Middle Tennessee, 35. UCLA, 35.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw, it's Avant. Gets it out fast. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Got his man in the middle. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Got him downfield. Turns it on down the left side. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, UCLA.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Wake Forest is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 35 over the Royals. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Going up top on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
Leaves it with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
UCLA, 42.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. Two-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Everett. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
Is incomplete.
Let's see what they've got on second down. To the air. It's Avant. Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. He finds his man. And the catch was one thing and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Wants to throw on first down. He's got an open man. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big time.